Look up. And up you come. Lovely, feet forward. Taking up left foot to 90, right foot to 60. Straight, lengthen through the back, hands on either side. Over you go. Straight hands. Nice deep breathing. Look up. Look down. Look up. And up we come. Feet to the front. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Open the legs wider. Fantastic. Hold that block where you are. Right foot 90. Left foot 60. You're going to bend your right knee. This is Virabhadrasana 2. So you want to drop down, lifting up the left ankle, opening up. Beautiful. From here, you're going to stretch the arms open. You're holding that block. Lengthen. Slowly taking down the right hand. The block comes down. Drop the hips, get a nice straight line. Pull the pelvis forward. Lengthen. So you'll see I'm nice and straight here. I can see my knee is slightly back. So I need to be a nice straight line there. Once I'm there, hand, shoulder, ear, out. Now we'll take the block and see if we can hold. Stretch the arms. I'm not leaning here. I'm lifting. For 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Up we come. Fantastic. Hands to the back. Let's move to the other side. Left foot 90. Right foot 60. Hips to the front. Bend it down. So find your correct alignment. Knees above the ankle. Lifting up the heel. Not the heel. The ankle bones are parallel. Shoulders back. So that's a Virabhadrasana 2. Now I'm taking that block out and the arm out. Sitting up tall, Virabhadrasana 2. Slowly bringing the hand down. Making sure I'm aligned. So you can push that knee in. Hand to shoulder to ear. Up to the ceiling. I should be in a nice straight line from my fingers to my foot. Pelvis is forward, so I'm not pushing my bum out. I'm pulling forward. Stretch. I'm going to keep this height. And I'll try and bring the block in. Stretch. Push the knee out. Looking at everything. 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Virabhadrasana 2. 3, 2, 1. Up, up, up. Fantastic. Heel toe. Hands down. So now you've heel toe to your inner leg distance. If you need your blocks, you're more than welcome to use your blocks. Let's just place them to the right. If you want to place the other one there too. Okay, so we're just flowing through it. From here, hands into your waist. Turn out your right foot. We're going to turn onto our left toes and push our heel down. There. So I haven't got a huge space between. I've got just a line between. My feet are quite wide apart. If it's too far for you, narrow it. But you want the heel down and you want that foot facing forward. Very important. So it is quite unbalanced. I need to find my balance by pushing into that back heel. So I'm really extending, pushing down as much as I can. As I stretch into it, I'm going to push. So we're going to work into another pose just now. I just want to go with the flow here. So this is Parsvakonasana. Just making sure my hips, my legs are straight. Ooh, lovely. Okay, so from here, taking the arms, stretch them around, either fists, wrists, elbows, or prayer. Shoulders back and up, holding it here. We're working to the halfway mark. So I lift the chest, I don't arch the back, I lift the chest. Halfway. Keeping the buttocks nice and square, the hips are square. Holding at the halfway mark. Breathing into it. Nice deep breathing. If you have a sore back, you stop here, you put your hands down onto the floor. If you have bad back problems, you don't move any further. If you find here, I want you to go down further. Stretch it out. Look at your foot, make sure both feet are facing forward. Breathe into it. Slowly to come out, you're just going to turn your feet and come back to the front. Up we come. Fantastic. Let's go to the other side. Hands into your waist. Turning out, left foot to 90. Right foot, toes and heel. Back down. Look at your balance. Look at that back foot is straight. Find that space. Pull the inner thighs together. Get yourself nicely plastered to the floor. Feel that you've really centered yourself onto the floor. Rounded yourself. It's very important. Now, you lift your chest. You don't arch the back, you lift the chest. Arms around, swing around. Either fists, wrists, elbows, or prayer. Okay. Chest lifts. And we lengthen. When you lengthen down, don't go down so fast because you want to keep your hips square. And you'll feel they do move. If you want to check them, you put your hands on your check. Holding here, breathing. Nice deep breathing. Here's your choice. You can either place your hands into the floor, use your blocks, or just hang out here. For those who can go further, you stretch yourself further. You can look at your feet, you can see how straight you are. Hold it. So to come out, what you literally are doing, you're taking your left foot forward, your right heel back, and you should come out correctly. And slowly up you come. Release the shoulders. Just release yourself out of it. Forward and back. Okay. So from here, we're going to just work into a wide stance. You're welcome to have your blocks in front of you. And we'll take our feet to the back. Pasarita Padottanasana. So my heels are to the back of the mat. And I'm making sure that I'm nicely lined up. It's very important that you are lined up. It's also very important you don't stick your buttocks out. You keep your buttocks in line. So I always say I have a wall behind you. Placing your hands onto your sacrum. So shoulders are back, elbows are back. But don't stick out your back and arch the back. So just lift your chest up and shoulders back. Pull the pelvis forward. Now lengthen through the spine. You're coming forward to a halfway mark. That's it. If this is enough for you, and if you have a sore back, that's where you go to. You can hold it here. Either hold, or you're going to take your fingertips or your blocks down and you're going to hang out here for a moment. Making sure you are so flat and so straight. So it's very important that when you are down in the space, your back is flat. So it's not there and it's not there. It's a nice, equal, even space. From here, don't overdo it. You don't have to push yourself to the limit. You can work towards it. So you want to be able to get your hands, that they slide back. The heels of the hands are in line with the heels with your heels on the edge of the mat. You want to keep your elbows in, and then you want to drop your head down. You want to be able to move the head around from side to side. Push the hips forward and work yourself under. Breathe into it. Lengthen through the spine. So I'm going to show you the difference. This is not lengthening. This is what I see a lot of. Because you're pushing yourself down. This is lengthening. It's a straightening. And I can still turn my head. Breathe into it. Slowly, you're coming back up. Hands back, directly underneath the shoulders. Work the back out. Lengthen, straighten. Placing your hands onto the sacrum, pushing them down and forward. Fantastic. From here, we're going to heel toe our feet in a little bit till they are shoulder width distance. And then we're going to lengthen ourselves forward, once again, keeping your hips right above. Bring the fingers to the floor. If you can't, your hands are onto your shins, straighten up and lengthen. If you need your blocks here, you're welcome to. I want you to have a good forward bend. For those who can, you bring your hands, the heel of the hands to the side, and you're dropping down. So it's a proper forward bend. If you've got a really good forward bend, you stretch your back. And then slowly coming up, bend your knees. Take a seat down on your little mat. All right, so we're working to Anantanasana. Hopefully today is a lot better, it keeps getting better. You might need your strap, you might need a sponge, and you line yourself up with the front of the mat. So get yourself nice and in line, very important. Now, as I explained, if you want to really work into this properly, because what we're doing on day 3 is getting a little bit more advanced for everything. And if you find you're doing this and you want to try and do it properly, a nice way of doing it, you'll see I've got the wall here. I can work myself right up against the wall, push up against the wall, and work that way. So I'll show you the difference of me working against the wall. So let's just carry on with the class, and I'm going to push myself up against the wall. So I've got that straight line. I'm going to have myself pushed up against the wall, so I can feel the push I have to really extend. My arms up. I want to make sure that there's no space under there. If there's space, I place something there. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. It just means that you've got space under there. Okay? It's like my toes, one toe's longer than the other toe. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, look, my nails grow longer. It's irrelevant. Okay. Pushing down. We're going to do it differently. We're going to work on our balance differently. Pushing down into the elbow, placing that hand under. I want you to check your balance now. So lifting the top leg and the top hand. You'll see I have perfect balance actually now. But I want you to do it while your hand's up. So feel the balance. And then coming back down. If you can, if you want to, you can place a block right up behind your back. And it's also a nice way of feeling something. So at the moment I'm feeling the wall and I'm feeling a block. So I know if I'm moving, if anything's going wrong, I can feel it. Funny enough, since I've stretched out so much and I've got something supporting my back and supporting my legs, I have a little gap here. So I'm going to actually shove something in there just to give me a little bit more support. Then you're going to take your top leg, you're going to bring it in. You see, as I brought it in, you heard the block fall over. So I want you to feel, understand, as I pulled in, my bum went out. So I need to find a way to bring it in, there we go, without pushing over the block. It makes a big difference. Now I can feel I'm balancing, although I've got the wall. Now take hold of your strap. Hands in front, you place the strap around. I'm sure you've got somebody at home who can help with the strap around. And you're going to start to lift. So you're lifting up. I want you to be more balanced. The wall doesn't necessarily give you the balance. It gives you some stability. Does that make sense? So when I say to you balance gives you stability, stability gives you alignment, and alignment gives you balance. All of them have to work together. So you'll notice I'm still rocking from side to side, but I've got something to push onto. My core is really tight now. Then I'm going to take hold of the foot and I'm going to bring it back. I'm watching the block behind me as much as I can. I'm going to grab onto my ankle and I'm going to pull. The biggest thing I'm trying to do now is to pull it over above my head and not in front of my head. I'm pushing onto the wall, so I'm actually doing a lot more work now with using the wall. And I'm really working into it. I can feel myself battling a little bit more in this pose today than I've battled at all. I've got not a lot of place for movement, if that makes sense. Hold and breathe into it. And then slowly coming back in, foot to the perineum and stretching out. Now when I stretch out, I would watch out. Okay, and up you come. So I'm going to work to the other side. You can, you just turn around, you know what you're doing, listen to my voice, you don't have to see me. And let's go to the other side, stretch out. Make sure you're in line. You're fully aligned. As you see, as I stretch out on this side, I already have a gap. So I'm going to use that little support underneath. I'm going to place my hand down, get myself nice and straight. Once I'm there, I'm going to check my alignment. I'm going to place that block. That block is fantastic behind my buttocks. So with having it there, I've got extra alignment. I know that, oh, I can't move out of this. It's kind of like I've been packed into a block, into a box. Okay, now I'm going to lift up. I've got to straighten through the legs, straighten through the legs, straighten through the arm. Pull my buttocks forward and tighten my core. And down I come with control. Otherwise I push the block over. All right. Let's work into it. Make sure you're still aligned. Let's bring up the front leg. Slowly, or my block's going to fall over. Whew, a lot harder. Take hold of that foot. And let's start to lift. Stretch it out. I'm grabbing hold of my heel and I'm pulling it forward. That block is balancing behind me. I can feel I'm moving it slightly. I don't want it to fall over. So I'm going to tighten. I'm going to really lift up. Use the core a little bit more. Flex into the heel into the wall. And I'm pushing. So you can feel the difference. You should be able to feel a lot more. It doesn't mean because you've done it, it's going to get easier. It means you're going to be working on it with more awareness and control. And slowly hold it for a few, just 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back to the perineum. And this time we're straightening out again. So I'm going to watch that block. And out. Let's come up. Woo. Okay. We're going to work into our Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. And sitting out. So you should actually feel straight away a grip in the gluteus maximus. It should be, because you've just done it, this big opening, and now you're pushing it out. So holding onto the feet. We're going to do a little bit of a stretch here to open up the hips a little bit more. So we're going to start off. Hold on first, just lift up tall. You're going to take the block and place it in between the feet and hold onto the ankles. Sit up tall. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, down. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Once more. Up. And down. Let's open up. Drop the block. So obviously if you're using a can or a book, you've still got different sides to it. The can you can drop down, you can maybe put 2 cans next to it. Just improvise. If you're using blankets, you can roll and make the blanket a little bit bigger. I'm talking to give you more time. Although I just talk all the time. So, inhale, lift. Exhale, out. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one, inhale up, exhale down. Now we're going to open up and turn it all the way. So for this one, I need you to actually close your eyes because I want you to not see it, I want you to imagine it. So close your eyes and your ears, your knees are coming all the way to your ears and they're going down to the floor. Imagine it, doesn't mean it's happening, but imagine it. Knees to the ears, knees to the floor. And again, up to the ears and down to the floor. Last one, up to the ears and down to the floor. Fantastic. Open the eyes, remove the block, bring your feet back together. You should be a little bit further down, just a little, not much. And you should feel a little bit more comfortable. So now you lift up and you just start working yourself forward. Inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up,